team is struggling at the moment, but by winning the T20 World Cup in Bangalore on Thursday, it's the blind cricketers who give the country something to celebrate.
But what happens next? That's the big question. Will the players get the support and attention they have been asking for?
Captain of the Pakistan side. The loud appeal.
India's superstar cricketers enjoy the adulation of a nation. But these men who play the same game can't hope for even a small fraction of that support. Many of the players who took India to the blind T20 World Cup title were just lucky that their companies allowed them time away from work so they could play this tournament.
World Cup.
Now after their victory too, these players don't want cash prizes, just for their state governments to give them jobs to make a decent living.
I think, I don't know, क्या होता जाके कुछ फाइनेंशियल कुछ नहीं होता. मेरा पर्सनली मेरे बैंक से है तो मेरे को फुल कोऑपरेशन था, बस गवर्नमेंट से अभी तक कुछ नहीं मिला, कुछ अनाउंसमेंट से कुछ नहीं. पैसे के बारे में मैं कभी भी नहीं सोचता. इंडिया फ्लैग कभी भी हाई लेवल में रहना बस.
Contrast the state of India's blind cricketers to their neighbors. The Pakistani side is fully sponsored and recognized by the Pakistani Cricket Board. While in India, even the Association for the Blind is not even recognized by BCCI. With few sponsors and no organized domestic league, the India team's first practice session was held just 3 months back. The organizers hope that this win will change things.
They have won the first ever T20 World Cup for the blind for India. So they have made us proud. They have made India proud. So as an organization, Samarthanam and CABI will request government and public sector undertakings to absorb our cricketers.
The next World T20 Cup for the blind is in South Africa in 2015, and these men hope they won't be forgotten for the next few years, only to be revived in the headlines when that tournament comes around. In Bangalore, Abir VP.
So for more on that, we are joined right now from Bangalore by Mr. G.K. Mahantesh, the organizer of this tournament. Mr. Mahantesh, congratulations for that fantastic tournament, and of course India winning the World Cup. But are you not disappointed here? The first question I have to ask you, instead of India winning the World Cup, is that the BCCI is yet to come in support of blind cricket in India.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. You're right. India, our visually impaired boys have made us proud by winning this first ever T20 World Cup. So definitely it's the time for BCCI to acknowledge and accept these cricketers, their talent, and that endorsement will continue their playing spirit. And definitely we are talking to Government of India, Ministry of Sports. So there seems to be a positive note. So Oscar Fernandez, who is our chief patron, has promised to take us to Prime Minister and President of India. So we will go and make our plea and request them to support us. Just now I met Honorable Chief Minister Shri Jagdish Shettar, Government of Karnataka, along with my team. So he has promised immediate cash award of 3 lakhs to 3 players from Karnataka, and we also requested him to create an annual grant for our state cricket development for the blind in Karnataka.
Right.
He seems to be very positive on that, and also he is willing to identify as a ground which would enable us to have a continuous practice matches, and which will also help us to host event like this. We want to build our own stadium. So we have big dreams, big ambitions, and also major responsibility for us is
Yes, Mr. Mahantesh, it has been an inspirational story. It has been an inspirational story, and to think that what we saw in that package, in that story as well, is that these boys had very little support in terms of monetary support as well as training facilities, but they went out there, and some of these are real heroes. I mean, the likes of Ketan Bhai Patel scoring 98 in just 43 balls in that final, and to think that they actually have to visualize the sound of the ball and how it comes to them. And it's an incredible story.
Yes, ma'am, you're right. Actually, Ketan Patel is a totally blind cricketer who doesn't even see light. The way he played yesterday in 1 over, he could score 36 runs. We have advantage of a B1 player, totally blind, hitting a run, gets double. So he hit 3 boundaries and 3 twos. So 18 runs, got double 36 runs. So incredible mindset, and the way he smashed. It was really a feast to watch because a lot of my friends were watching and they were telling me. So these cricketers have amazing talent. They need opportunity. They need encouragement. So through your esteemed channel, I invite and request corporate houses and business establishments, government and BCCI, please come forward and support us. We can create many more Ketan Patels, many more Shekhar Nayaks and Ajay Reddys. So they can become role models for youngsters.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Mr. Mahantesh, thank you so much, in fact, for joining us. And you were the one really who organized this T20 World Cup and given a lot of Indian fans a reason to cheer, because the Indian cricket at the moment is not at its best. So yes, the blind cricketer is giving India a reason to cheer winning that T20 World Cup, and hopefully through the channel there will be many more people who will come in to support blind cricket. Now, Saina Nehwal